What is this sweeping motion? I don't know this sweeping motion.
Is that not what I'm supposed to be doing?
I don't know. We're live. Coming at you from the quarantine cut Q&A. Hey, welcome back to Embracing Wander. I'm Kory, she's Laura, and today we have a very unique episode. So we were challenged to, what do you call this? The quarantine Q&A?
Quarantine challenge.
The quarantine challenge by Katie and Steve over at Trail Less Traveled. So they challenged us to answer the questions related to how quarantine life has affected us.
Being RVers. Yeah. So not only are we going to answer these 10 questions about quarantine life, but
we're going to throw a cut in as well.
A quarantine cut. So, are you guys ready to see me cut his hair? Without further ado, let's get started.
All right. She said she thought she could cut my hair in under 7 minutes.
I didn't say I thought I could. I said it would be fun to see to try.
The actual professional that cuts my hair on a regular basis takes longer than 7 minutes. So this is not a race, Lounge. You don't have to rush yourself. You take your time.
Full disclosure, I've never cut his hair before. I started once he got nervous and started doing it himself.
I think it will be pretty obvious at the end of this that you've never cut my hair before.
Okay, I read instructions.
Ow!
Oh, okay,
Ow.
So this is what his hair looks like normally after he gets it cut. I'm going to show you a picture. He looks so handsome. So I'm going to try to duplicate that.
So the first question, ow! Don't cut my ear. So the first question, oh, this is terrible. Like, this is really terrifying, guys. Where are we parked or docked? So we are actually parked at my parents' house on their property in Louisiana. Our second question, how much toilet paper do we have?
Okay.
We have sufficient toilet paper. We got lucky and found a bulk pack at Sam's.
You found a bulk pack, didn't you? And then
yes, I did. It was hidden in the candy aisle. So if you guys are checking Sam's out and need toilet paper, some people stuff it in the candy aisle. Check that out. Actually, we're having to use toilet paper that is not...
I need to swap it.
Yeah, it's not necessarily RV toilet paper. I'm hoping it doesn't cause us problems when we get back on the road. The third question in the quarantine cut Q&A. What's been the hardest part of quarantine?
You go first.
So the hardest part, I mean, it's not hard. It was kind of a bummer. So we had big plans this summer. We were doing a lot of traveling. So our plan was to make it up to Alaska, see a lot of the national parks on the way back. Like we had big plans. I've been talking about that for, almost a year. So we had to cancel those.
The hardest part for me has been the not knowing, and I have felt the weight very heavily of how this is impacting everybody. And it's been hard for me not to go down that ugly hole that you can go down.
Hopefully the question number 3 or number 4 is a little happier. What has been your biggest challenge during quarantine?
Finding all the
staples, like most people
staples
just
and meat.
hoarding staples.
And there are the 4 of us and his 2 parents. Finding the food that we need on top of, necessities has kind of been a challenge.
Kind of one of my, I guess for my biggest challenge is where we're at here at my parents' house. The internet's not great. It's just in a really weird dead spot. And then with everybody else staying home, I think we're just saturating our tower wherever we're at. So it can be challenging sometimes to do work things when the connection is unstable or just slow or something like that. So
which has been a challenge
that's
for
been
us
very
too,
frustrating.
With homeschool, trying to get some of our resources.
Yeah, I know that seems like super first world problems, but
you have to work. You still have to work. So.
But luckily, people are understanding. Like everybody around the world is in the same boat. Like they know there's issues. Everybody's teleworking or trying to make the best out of a really bad situation. So luckily my company is pretty understanding when, I'm in the middle of a voice video conference or something, I just drop off.
What's next?
Question 5. What are you grateful for during quarantine? You want to take this one first? You want me to?
You can first.
Okay. So this goes back to our number one question, where we're at. I'm very grateful that we had a place to land. There's a lot of full-timers out there that we've been following that so they're just constantly hopping from one part to the other, just trying to find a place to stay. And I can imagine that on top of everything else. You're worried about your family, you're worried about getting sick, you're worried about everything else, and then you just can't find a place to stay and just hunker down. That would be really tough. We have electricity, we have water, we have sewer, we have really everything that we need here. And so that's been really good. I feel really fortunate that we have that. That's mine. What about you? What are you grateful for?
What?
Oh my gosh.
The same.
She got quiet there. Like, guys, do I have hair? I have no way of seeing what's going on. If I just get a big gap in my head, I'll have no way of knowing it.
The exact same thing as you. I'm glad we are where we are and are able to help our family and be here together. It's good for the kids, it's good for them, it's good for us. So I'm really glad we are where we are.
Are we almost finished? We're almost down to the end of the question, so I expect
yes,
you're wrapping up.
I'm getting nervous about cutting this.
The final pieces.
Yes.
How close are you cutting? You didn't even ask me what kind of cut I wanted. You just started cutting.
Well, I started with the longest blade.
I'm really worried now.
Like it said, and I have gone down every level, like it said.
What's your stopping level?
I'm on 5.
Skin, when you hit skin, you're...
It's really poofy.
I'm talking about on the sides.
Oh, I have to come back. Oh, it was a...
What is your final number on the sides? I'm in trouble. I'm in lots of trouble.
Maybe I should have done this the opposite way that I did it.
Okay, moving on. I've got to go back to the questions. You're making me nervous. What do you miss the most? All right, you start this one. What do you miss the most?
I miss being able to go hiking. I miss being able to go
explore.
To explore and go, yeah.
See new things. Mm-hmm. Oh gosh, that looked like a big chunk.
Because your hair's long.
What is this sweeping motion? I don't know this sweeping motion.
Is that not what I'm supposed to be doing?
I don't know. Okay, what do I miss the most?
Your hair?
No, my hair was ridiculous. I've got to get rid of the hair. So, yeah, I would agree with that. Just being able to be. That's the reason we did this, right? We did this so we could go and see new things and experience new things. Oh gosh. Do not chuckle. Do not snicker when you're cutting my hair. I'm gonna finish this question.
Okay. All
right. So I agree with you. We started full-time living because we wanted to be able to go and see new things, and experience new experiences. So while it's nice to have this spot here, while it's nice to be able to mooch dock and have this place to land, we're ready to get back on the road too and kind of get back to that lifestyle. Oh Lord.
Can you see?
I can kind of see in the lens, and it's just probably, oh my gosh. Our next episode, I will be bald. While she's got the buzzing thing out of there. So question number 7 of the Quarantine Cut Q&A is, what was the last campground we were in? What and when? Is it a two-parter?
Yes, it's what and when.
It's a two-parter. All right.
So
the last campground we were in was in Carlsbad, New Mexico. We were at the Carlsbad KOA. And I think that was about the middle of March.
We left, our last night there was March 13th.
Okay, so we left there on a Friday, March 13th.
Came back. Night in a Walmart parking lot.
They actually shut down. That was the day they shut down all the state parks in New Mexico.
Yep.
That's
so
the last place
do you know how long? It's been 7 weeks. When this airs, it'll be 7 weeks that we've been here. Does it seem like that to you?
No, I was thinking, I guess you're right. I was thinking it would be more of like a month. Let's move on. Question number 8. What's your favorite quarantine food?
Mine is chips and dip. However, once again, the grocery store has run out of hardship here.
I know. It's hard. Or you should have listed that as your number one challenge. Lack of dip
Lack of
shortages. Can it be a drink instead of a food?
It said food.
Has to be a
But you
food.
could say food and drink, I guess. if
Okay.
you wanted.
So I can't name just one food because they kind of all lump together. But since we've been here, we have had more desserts. Like a night where there's not a dessert seems abnormal. So we gotta get out of here. I'll be huge.
You know what I was going to say yours was?
What?
Cereal.
Cereal? I don't eat that much cereal. Okay,
Yeah,
I eat a
yes,
little
he
cereal.
does.
Oh, drink wise, the old classic. We're not rocking any worlds here. Everybody knows that's margarita time. Chloe, we have been kicking around the idea of doing a cocktail hour, a weekly cocktail hour video. So if anybody's got interest in that, let us know. Number 9, almost to the end. What do you do for exercise or workouts in quarantine? I'll let you take this one.
Is your lift the cereal? The cereal.
Yeah, that's so rude.
I said, I missed hiking, but his dad keeps a trail. It's about a mile-long trail, bush hog through the woods. And so me and the kids ride our bikes and hike or walk it. I try to walk it a few times, or their driveway's really long, so I'll walk up and down it.
Yeah.
However, our old weight set from our house
Ended up here.
is here, and I keep saying we need to use it.
I have used it.
Have you?
Yeah.
Land's using it for chin-ups and pull-ups.
Okay.
I didn't know you had used it.
What, these big guns? What do you think those are? Those are just natural?
Mm-hmm.
No, I have to work hard at those. I tried to stop sitting in front of my computer all day. I tried to make myself get up and have walks. And part of that is I just need to just get up and stretch. I'm getting older. I need to move more. And then part of it is again, like what Laura mentioned earlier, this is a big bummer across the world. So if you just let yourself sit there and dwell on it and read bad news all the time, you'll find yourself in a bad place. So I think just getting out and taking a walk, it helps me personally out a lot. So I've tried to do more of that since we've been here. All right, are you almost done? You've got one more question. You've got a
Do you want me to finish it?
10th and final question in the quarantine cut Q&A is where are we going to go after quarantine's up? And I don't know, we've talked about this, but
We
we don't
talked about Smoky Mountain.
think that's it.
If we could get in.
So we still have plans, we still have reservations to be at Disney World at the end of September, assuming A, they're open, and B, that still makes sense.
Oh.
I don't want to just run out and visit the busiest place in the world as soon as quarantine's over. So I think the Smoky Mountain National Park, South Carolina. I'd like to visit South Carolina. I could use some beach time after all this, so that would be really nice. I think that's the general direction.
If
We
you
don't
have some suggestions, we're open.
Yeah, for sure. So are we done?
Okay, let me do one last thing. I was trying not to be too loud.
Okay,
Let's see.
That seemed like a lot. How's this looking, guys? Has anybody, leave in the comments, anybody else having quarantine cut stories? I've seen the people putting the bowls, just literally the bowls
Really?
on their head. Yeah. Now, I'm not going to say it looked amazing,
I
but...
don't know how to...
Okay.
Okay,
So are we done?
I'm going to do some touch-ups, but we'll save
Oh my
you
gosh.
Yeah, don't look too close. And we'll show
I'll
you the
have to
finished
go
product.
see this. Yeah.
Okay, so big thanks to Steve and Katie over at Trail Less Traveled for nominating us.
Yeah, appreciate it.
And
This was
we
fun.
enjoyed watching your video. And so go check out their channel. And
Make sure and subscribe to the channel. That was my face was way too close. I just had to do it.
You just had to.
I just had to.
Hit
Yeah.
the subscribe button. Thanks for
thumbs
stopping
up.
by.
see you next time.
Bye.